today let's talk about mechanical engineering and robotics. I'll be going over some of the challenges and what you can do to have a successful career in robotics with a mechanical engineering background. I'll include the timings below, and without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, now this is going to be tough, but I want to start by talking about how mechanical engineering or hardware engineering jobs in robotics are always going to be less than software engineering jobs. Now you don't have to believe me, you can go to various robotic company websites and look at the number of job listings for software engineers versus hardware or mechanical engineering when it comes to robotics. Now to understand why this happens, let's think about creating a robot. If you're creating a robot, you need to build a robot, put in some sensors, calibrate those sensors, come up with perception, come up with navigation, and have it do the main task for which the robot was created. Now, if you think about it, a lot of these things, that is perception, computer vision, path planning, navigation, localization, mapping, all of these factors are a lot more software based than hardware based. And this is why you see more software based robotics position than mechanical engineering based robotics position. Further, many robotics companies use plug-and-play model, which is to say that they use off-the-shelf hardware or robots. Now, in here actually lies an advantage for mechanical engineers, which I'll talk about in a little bit. All of this goes to say that mechanical engineering positions in robotics kind of become a niche. Because there are limited number of jobs, it becomes a niche. And when it comes to robotics jobs, you will soon realize that even the software-based roles such as path planning, navigation, perception also are a niche within the niche of robotics. But the difference being, if you go from hardware or mechanical side, the number of options you have are less compared to someone who's going from the software engineering perspective when it comes to robotics. Because they can pursue path planning, navigation, perception, computer vision, any of these options and more. This isn't to say that there are no mechanical or hardware based jobs in robotics, but they are little less than software based roles. So now herein comes the advantage of coming from a mechanical engineering background. You now have two options. You can either continue down the mechanical engineering path in robotics, or you can switch and go towards software engineering side. Now if you decide to switch, the advantage you bring is you know well about mechanical engineering background. You can use this to go for jobs within software engineering of robotics that leverages your mechanical engineering background. For example, if you go for roles which have controls, you can use a combination of mechanical and software side to create better control systems. Another example is motion planning. You can use the fact that you understand how various systems work to design better algorithm in terms of implementation when it comes to motion planning. Now, if you decide to stay with mechanical engineering side of robotics, you need to first understand what kind of jobs exist out there. And the number one advice I have is literally go on various robotic company websites and look at their job posting. Look for specific mechanical engineering positions and look at the skills that are being mentioned. Understand what kind of jobs exist and what are the skills necessary. Literally go through the job listing, list down all the skills mentioned, and then rank those skills based on the number of repetitions you see across various job listings. To give you an example, one of the jobs that you could be doing is building 3D printed parts to mount sensors onto robots. One other advice I would give is learn coding. Even if you plan to stick with mechanical engineering side of robotics, learn how to code. It is definitely going to be an advantage when it comes to working in robotics. Now, to answer the question submitted, firstly, you can always change your job. No matter you go for supply chain or robotics or something else, you can always change your career. So don't worry too much about it. It might be a little difficult, but it's totally doable. Next, I would say think about combining these two fields. How can you use robotics in supply chain, or how supply chain impacts robotics? You could end up studying supply chain, become a supply chain consultant, and niche in helping robotics companies with their supply chain problems. If there's anything you take away from this video, it is that think about where you want to go and then reverse engineer to the skills that you need to acquire to get there. Be it supply chain, mechanical engineering jobs in robotics, or software based jobs in robotics, literally go to those job listings, look at the kind of skills you would need to be able to succeed in that particular career, and then start working towards those skills. Another thing you can do is combine these job listings for various fields that you're confused between and see what are some of the common components. In some areas, it may not be possible, but in some areas, you might be able to find some common skills and start working there. This way, you're giving yourself the opportunity to pursue any of those fields with those common set of skills. I do hope this video helped answer your question. If you have more questions, use the comment section below or send me a message on Instagram or LinkedIn. Now, before you go, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a like, and if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.